owned a house and a shed. He could have paid, but he saved instead. Now his home has burned to the ground while the firefighters stood around. Obion County, Tennessee, fire protection, it's not free. $75 helps to ensure a timely response if a fire occurs. South Fulton Fire to the rescue, doing all they can to serve and protect you. But if you fail to pay your fee, they'll watch your house burn and then they'll flee. Mister Cranick owned a house and a shed. He could have paid, but he saved instead. Now his home has burned to the ground while the firefighters stood around. In early October, a fire broke out in a couple of barrels at the Cranick house. It spread to the shed and then to the home, where a cat and two dogs were left all alone. 911 was called several times, but old man Cranick hadn't paid a dime into the fire protection fund. Now he wouldn't get help from anyone. Mister Cranick owned a house and a shed. He could have paid, but he saved instead. Now his home has burned to the ground while the firefighters stood around. Fire Chief David Wild made the call. He told his men not to help at all. If we put out this one blaze, nobody else in the county will pay for our firefighting service. If they can't pay, then they don't deserve it. You can let the house burn and fall, sending a message to one and all. Mister Cranick owned a house and a shed. He could have paid, but he saved instead. Now his home has burned to the ground while the firefighters stood around. South Fulton wanted to prove a point. In this regard, they did not disappoint, letting the house go up in flames, but they weren't about to take the blame. $75 had been paid.